Where's the baby? I'm the best doctor, and this cruel woman tried to kill her own baby. Luckily, we caught it in time, but this wasn't the first time she tried to do it. The day before, she tried to drown the baby but had an epileptic seizure halfway. Her husband found and rushed them to the hospital. When we were checking her out, something strange happened. She suddenly arched her back, and all her muscles started twitching uncontrollably. But the next day, she was fine again. Even we ran more tests, and everything looked normal. But just then, the baby's oxygen levels dropped sharply. Dr. Chase immediately stuck a syringe into the baby's chest, and as the air drained from the lungs, the baby's breathing returned to normal. This told us the baby's lungs were in trouble, but after hours of watching, the baby didn't show any other signs of distress. What's even more baffling was that when the father brought the baby to the woman, she looked guilty. But just minutes later, we caught her trying to smother the baby. We stopped her, but the baby was knocked out cold and needed immediate care. The woman confessed that a voice in her head kept telling her to kill the baby. I thought it could be delirium, so I ordered an EEG and used flashing lights to test her. If it was delirium, her brain activity should speed up, but the EEG didn't speed up. Instead, it slowed down. Her hands started twitching uncontrollably, and her lips kept mimicking a sucking motion. This matched the symptoms of delirium caused by a hydrochloric acid deficiency. But what was causing that deficiency? Then things got worse. The baby's kidneys were severely damaged and needed dialysis. But during the procedure, the monitor went off. His potassium levels were too high, causing his heart to stop. No matter how many medications the doctors gave him, nothing worked. In the end, the baby died from cardiac arrest. All these strange symptoms were really confusing. Why didn't the meds work? As I put together the mother's and baby's symptoms, I had a sudden idea. I asked the father for permission to autopsy the baby, thinking the mother and baby might have the same illness, and the autopsy would give us the answers we needed. But he refused, saying he wouldn't let us autopsy his son to save the killer. I snapped at him, telling him if he drank less and spent more time with his family, maybe this tragedy wouldn't have happened. Eventually, he agreed to the autopsy. After examining the baby's body, we found his villi had atrophied. That confirmed my suspicion. The baby had steatorrhea, which leads to malabsorption. That's why Dr. Chase's treatment didn't work. And the woman had the same condition. Plus, with her postpartum depression, stress, and her husband's constant drinking, it all led to her mental breakdown and the thought of killing her own child. The high potassium levels in both mother and baby were due to steatorrhea, which may have caused gastric cancer. Sure enough, after more tests, we found that the woman did indeed have gastric mucosal cancer, but she refused treatment. She had killed her own child, and now she was overwhelmed with guilt. At that point, she just wanted to die.